My name is Gary Peart. I'm the Executive Chairman of Supreme Ventures Limited. And today we'll be featuring a discussion and also a signing of our Memorandum of Understanding between Supreme Ventures and Chukka Caribbean Adventures. And this MOU will see Chukka working in conjunction with SVL and SVREL, also known as Caymanas Park, to bring tours to Caymanas Park. So today, here with me, Mr. John Biles, who's the managing partner of Chukka Caribbean Adventures, Mr. Ian Levy, the Deputy Chairman of Supreme Ventures Limited, and Solomon Sharp, Chairman of Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited. And today, we'll be having discussions around what this transaction is. So I want to kick off with John. John, can you tell us a little bit about Chukka Adventures?
Chukka Caribbean Adventures.
There you go.
Thank you, Gary. Well, Chukka is a nature adventure tour operator. We are in 4 countries, and we focus on experiences with nature, history, culture, and we deal with both the cruise lines and the hotels. So we have about 1,200 employees across the region, and in Jamaica in particular, we have about 8 locations here.
Good. So, this MOU, what is your vision for tours at Caymanas? What does that mean?
Okay. What has happened is that the highway has opened up access from the north coast in a way that it wasn't there before. There is no question that the racetrack and the experience at the racetrack is known around the world. It's a great experience. You know, it's an event. So what we want to do is we want to package that as a full day experience for the hotels in the hotels market, where they get to go to the races, they get to some form of interaction with the horses before the races, where they can see the horses being set up. And then, of course, you know, the whole dress-up affair where they watch the races and get to wear the ladies get to wear their hats. And,
yes.
you know, that experience with, you know, us Jamaicans that also enjoy that experience, and you get that interaction taking place. And hopefully we're able to also bring them down to see when the horses win, that there's somewhere around that center stage area. So they get the photos, they get the day, they get the experience, they get the food, the drink.
Yes.
It's all part of that experience.
Great. That's very good. Will this be only for foreigners?
Well, we would hope not. We hope that the overall experience, the food, the drink, and what it has to offer. I mean, we have an event that we have every year that we get both Jamaicans and foreigners alike coming to, which is a Chukka Foundation Hanover Charity Polo Game. Mm-hmm. And it is very well attended, and we don't see why we wouldn't have, you know, both locals and foreigners coming to the same event, enjoying the same event. It all adds to the overall experience.
That sounds brilliant. Mr. Levy, Ian, why is SVL doing this?
Gary, well, first of all, thank me for having it. It's a very great day for me, exciting day for me. The simple answer is that it's for business and for making profit and for making Jamaica a better place for the benefit of the workers and for the share. But first, I really have to express my absolute delight with this project because it was a dream of mine. When I was first made a director of SVREL, immediately I contacted Mark Melville. And I said, Mark, you know, my dream is to make Caymanas a real attractive destination and a big adventure tour. And Mark and myself walked the property, and we had several conversations trying to develop a tour for Caymanas. And for Kingston, incorporate Caymanas and other features of Kingston as part of a tour. I also want to make it well known how I feel that I think that Chukka is the best partner that we could have in this event. There are other possibilities, but Chukka is the right choice. And I'm delighted, John, that you're here and that you have decided to sign the MOU. When I think that Caymanas, which is a national monument, a national shrine, literally, that foreigners would be able to watch the Sports of Kings with a Jamaican flavor. Imagine that, the Sports of Kings with a Jamaican flavor. I think that is unmatchable. The possibility of coming to Kingston, going to Caymanas Park, they could go on to Hope Gardens, Bob Marley Center, having coffee in the Blue Mountains. I don't think that that tour can be matched by any tour you have. People could come to Jamaica, visitors, just to visit Caymanas Park and do the tour. To me, it has that fantastic potential. So it has the potential of opening up for earning foreign exchange, bringing tourists to the island, and the more tourists you have is the more patronage we'll have. So our pool at the track itself will become larger, the betting will become more.
Yes.
Not only that, I think, but when Jamaicans see all these busloads of foreigners going to the track, they're going to ask themselves, boy, we must be missing something. All these people into the track, we must be missing something. So this fact is also going to encourage Jamaicans to go to the track. So we'll have more people, more business. It also offers great potential for additional businesses, Gary, is that when these people come and experience what they can experience at the track, and they bet and so on, because we now have different platforms that they can bet on. Even when they return to their respective countries, they can now bet on these platforms because they have experienced something at Caymanas.
Yes.
So there is now part of their whole system and their whole thinking and being. So it opens up the potential for further business for Supreme.
Yes.
I think these things that I'm telling you is just really the tip of the iceberg. I am absolutely delighted and excited about this development, and I am very confident of the future and the success that it will bring for the company, for both Supreme Ventures, SVREL, and obviously for Chukka.
Thank you, Ian. Solomon, how does this impact the future of horse racing at Caymanas?
Well, I'm very bullish on the future at Caymanas, and all of these fantastic things happening can only make it better. In the last year, we did a lot of focus on the core product and, fixing the betting and the real core. So it's time now that we look and fully exploit the 200 acres that we have available. And next weekend, for instance, we'll be having an infield experience, kind of like a trackside live, so to speak. And when you look at all of those possibilities, and I've worked with Chukka before, they're a fantastic brand. Those Hanover charities is a really awesome day. So, when you bring these people in and you have this nice infield experience, you take a trip on the backstretch and all that kind of thing. So with all the work that we've been doing in the past and looking towards the future, I'm very excited about this. And just to back up what Mr. Levy said, when you bring these persons in, they come in early, they probably go grab a cup of coffee in the Blue Mountains, and then they come down, and then they finish the day at Caymanas, and then they head home. The kind of visitors that Chukka has worked with in the past, they kind of tend to like a little gaming and all of these kind of things. So it's absolutely perfect for us. We're going to use them. We've signed on quite a bit of partners now. Canada has signed on, and we have 2 partners in the USA that have signed on. That should be better than us very soon. So when they come here, this is an excellent marketing tool, as Mr. Levy said, for when they go back home. So I think it will work well for both brands. And, any kind of, symbiosis like this that gives both brands some more visibility is just awesome.
Thank you, Solomon. Horse racing returns to Caymanas on June 20.
Yes.
Is there anything you can leave with us today? I mean, our stakeholders out there, etc., that we don't know, that we probably should know or look out for?
It's going to be a fun day. For opening day, we have increased some of the betting. So on the first pick six, and post time should be around about 11:30. We're gonna have 11 races. The first pick six is a minimum guarantee of $2.5 million. Second one is a minimum guarantee of $2 million. So that's one of our favorite bets of our punters. We have Naira signing on again this week, and we should have Express Bets betting on us this week. So we have more foreign dollar coming in and increasing the pool sizes, and it should be a fantastic fun day. We have about 150 runners. The average field size is about 11. So when you have horse racing and the field sizes range from anywhere from 9 to 13, it's a dream for the punters. So we're going to be having a fantastic day come this Saturday. We're going to have a sneak preview as well of our new infield experience. I might be letting the cat out of the bag now when I say Trackside Live, but some of the sponsors...
So let the cat out since the cat is coming out.
Some of the sponsors want to come and take a look of what we're planning, and then we won't be selling it to patrons for this week, but come next week, the 27th, we'll be selling to patrons. So this is the kind of thing that we're going to be working on with Chukka. And think about it now, when we move forward with a Chukka, our patrons, right, can get consolation prizes and all of these different things when they come to the track, and they can go, you win some money on Saturday, and you're heading out to one of the Chukka tours in Jamaica on Sunday or any other day. So that's the kind of relationship that I see happening here, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Solomon. So, John, I got a question out from cyberspace. And the question is, will people at the track be able to get a special rate to Chukka's tours and adventures on the North Coast?
Absolutely, we'll work closely with you on something like that. I mean, we could certainly be setting up where, we have a joint program going.
Right. Yeah, because as I said, the question came from the perspective of people hearing about Chukka for the first time on this broadcast, and just obviously you explained it so well. They're like, hey, I didn't know this thing I could get access to. And, the question is, how could that be facilitated, bringing people from Kingston, so for want of a better word, a reverse tour?
Right. So, I mean, they put in place a program where they take it into the track.
Yes.
That they could get a code that would be a promo code that gives them access to, one of the tours or any other tours at certain discounts. So
right.
That's something we can certainly incorporate.
Great. Guys, thank you for being here. I think it's momentous. I think Ian summed it up very well in terms of the opportunity that we've seen for SVRL that we expect great things from. I think the timing is great, given that racing is restarting on Saturday. And I think we'll work assiduously to get this thing up and running as quickly as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank John from Chukka, Ian Levy from SVL, and Solomon Sharp, Chairman of Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited, for the time that you have taken here to tell Jamaica and the world that racing at Caymanas is going to make another big and bold step. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask Solomon Sharp to give us the last word. Solomon?
So John mentioned about that whole polo match that he would have had before. So Caymanas Park infield is known as, was a polo field at once. So who is to tell that we might be able to set up somewhat of a mini Chukka, as it were, in the center, and we could potentially do a day with polo in our infield.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure John is a polo player, so
we know that.
He'll be excited over that.
We know that. We know that. We know
outside
that.
Of Chukka.
For the player.
You stop playing.
For the record.
All right, guys. The brainwaves are going here. Ideas are floating all over the place, but it has to come to an end. And this is where we're at today. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I thank these gentlemen for being here. And we look forward to the next announcement, whenever that comes. Thank you. Good day.